Hi all, Soji Fagade, founder sojifagade.com. Thank you for joining me on this video. I'm going to be talking about 5 ways to laser focus your business visibility. I mean, getting heard above the loud noise on the internet can be really daunting task in this day and age. I mean, let me tell you a little story. I attended a funeral service recently, and at the reception there was obviously plenty of people milling about. There was a lot of what you might call low hum noise in the background, and one of my friends stood up on the stage to make an announcement, but no one was able to hear him, or he wasn't able to catch their attention. I saw that, so I went up to the stage and tried to help him out. So I whipped my hands around a little bit and raised my voice, and obviously through my voice, and that I was able to grab their attention, and as such he was able to also make his announcement and get heard. What's the moral of that story? I can imagine that this is what we are all like as business owners or entrepreneurs. We try to get heard above the noise around us. The reality is that we need more than a big booming voice or a microphone to get our message heard by the people who need to hear it the most. If you run a business and looking to either get a share of the market, or maybe you want to grow in the niche that you're in, you need to be visible and heard. I mean, it's not enough to have a website or social media presence or profile and expect that people will automatically turn up and become your customers. Now, that far from it. I mean, if you try and digest this huge stats, for instance, I mean, there are over 4 billion views of videos on Facebook every day. You know, let's not even talk about YouTube views. There, as of 2012, there were 4 billion views of YouTube videos daily. Now, the count of online blogs as of 2013 stood at over 152 million. That is a lot. I mean, Twitter posts, daily number of tweets goes into the hundreds of millions as well. You know, I mean, as of today, or where the latest stats suggest that there are over 500 million monthly active users on YouTube. So on Instagram, I beg your pardon. I mean, we're not even going to go into emails. I mean, the astonishing fact about all of this is that all of these are like daily figures, you know. I mean, most of them are daily figures. And I can almost hear you saying, wow, how am I going to get heard above all this noise? I can almost hear you saying, I don't stand a cat's chance in hell of being heard above all this noise. Now, there's hope. I mean, I know that there's hope. I know that everyone in your potential audience is daily bombarded with all sorts of stuff in their email boxes, and on the Facebook timeline is laced with all sorts of just about anything you can think of under the sun. Now, how do you stand out? I think the first thing you have to acknowledge is that your message is not for everyone. You know, you can't possibly serve everybody. You know, I mean, you cannot target everybody and anybody. Let me rephrase that. I hardly ever a good idea to try to target everyone. Why? Okay. I think your 5 keys are as follows. I mean, you have to identify who your ideal customer is, you know, identify who specifically needs to hear a message. And I mean, it sounds like a horse that has been flogged to death. I get your ideal customer, build an ideal customer profile, or get a ideal customer avatar. However much this may have been emphasized, it remains true. You know, because if you don't have accurate information about your audience or customers, how could you possibly serve them properly? You know. Now, next point is that you have to find out what their needs are, or what their pain points are. I mean, I'll take that a little bit further, because I mean, in order for you to develop a product that serves your customers' needs, you need to find out what exactly those needs are. You know, you should come up with an idea, because without ideas, there can be no business or ideas to push. you know. And one of the ways, I mean, obviously there are loads of ways to come up with business ideas. We'll look at that later on, you know. And then we can also think about, you need to come up with, like I say, the third thing is that you need to come up with an idea, product or solution for this need, you know. So it's not just enough to what's the word? It's not just enough to find out what their needs are. You also need to come up with what the products are for their to meet those needs, you know. Now, in order to address that point, you have to be very specific as to what sort of message they're putting across to them. Now, the fourth point is that you have to focus clearly and or clearly communicate your service or product to your customer audience, because there's no point you having an idea or solution or product and they don't know what it is, you know. So you need to be able to sort of directly focus your idea or product or service and put it in front of your audience. Another key point is that you have to understand that visibility is not a one-off thing. It's a consistent thing. You've got to be consistent. You've got to be relevant in the way that you contact and you stay in touch with your audience. I mean, there's no point you shooting a video today and then you don't hear from you for another 8 weeks. You know, that's not going to keep you in their mind. If you're consistent with your message, if you're consistent with your content that you provide for your audience, chances are that you will stay in their memory, you will remain relevant, and in actual fact you will also become someone who is a trusted source of relevant and valuable information. Subscribe to my YouTube channel or by clicking on the link below this video. By all means, please leave your comments below, and if you want to share this with your family, friends or colleagues, you'll be most welcome to do that. And by all means, also please subscribe to my updates, which are fairly regular. Subscribe to my updates. You'll find them at the website www.sojifpagade.com. It's been a pleasure being with you, and we'll see you soon.